On this video, we're analyzing a 25-gram sample of the long, thin rice. The goal of this analysis is to create a length histogram in strips of 0.25 mm from the Tipless whole grains. This kind of analysis is very used at research centers for the development of new varieties. Entering the S21 software. Selecting the dimensional class of the rice. Now, let's identify the sample and start scanning. Informing the weight of the sample. Capturing the images. This process takes from 20 to 30 seconds with the scanner on. Processing the images. This process also takes from 20 to 30 seconds depending on the size of the sample. At the end of the process, the program displays a screen with the grains considered whole. There are perfect whole grains and also Tipless whole grains. In order to eliminate the Tipless whole grains from the sample, we must access the trash can menu. Here, we have access to all the grains analyzed in this sample. The next step is to access the classification menu and classify the grains per length. Check how you do it. At the end of this list, we have smaller fragments. With the help of the mouse, we're checking both the broken and the Tipless whole grains so that there are just the perfect whole grains left in the sample. After checking the grains on the screen, let's drag them to the trash can. Grains eliminated in the trash can. Now, we're back to the perfect whole grains screen. In order to create a histogram of length, we must access the Advanced Filter menu. Selecting and applying the filter. Histogram successfully created. We have now on the screen the tree of results. As you can see, one of the characteristics of the S21 system is that for each index that's created, we have the image of the corresponding grains. Take a look at this result. We have the percentage weight 23.65% of grains in the strip of length between 6.25 and 6.5 millimeters. Now, let's save the report and check the analysis result. Now, let's print the histogram in a PDF file. This is the length histogram and all its percentages in the strips of length. The S21 allows you to export the results to an Excel file. This way, we can create graphs with the result. Check the histogram of length of this sample. The results presented by the S21 present minimum statistical deviation and a high level of repeatability. Thus, The S21 guarantees the preciseness in its results.